Welcome to the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. I'm Joy Taylor. That's Brandon Newman.
Hi, guys.
It's very exciting. It's
Yes.
week 2 of the podcast.
And week 2 of football.
And week 2 of football. Yes, that's a good observation by you.
What a segue.
Yes, it was perfect. Very exciting stuff happened this week. We're going to talk about a lot of it. We're going to do week 2 of loser rankings, loser power rankings.
Be excited for that.
Yes. And Kevin Durant you proved me right. No, I'm sorry. You were right about Kevin Durant. You proved me wrong. You proved me wrong. I'll give you credit for that.
I know Twitter troll people. I'm one of them. I consider myself a life troll. So I just saw his tendencies. I called him out. Hot takes. That's what we do.
That is what we do here. We do hot takes. So we'll get to Kevin Durant in just a minute, and boy, do I have some things to say about that. But last night, the Lions beat the Giants, who seem to be having some trouble with the whole football thing.
Yes, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Yes. That offensive line that's something, huh?
They make every defensive line look really, really good.
This is a confession of mine.
Please.
I always feel, and I don't know why, because it really makes no sense, but I always feel bad talking badly about offensive linemen.
Why?
Is that weird?
Kinda.
I don't know, because everyone's on Eric Flowers' case because he wasn't good, and I feel bad about it. I don't know why. It's the only position in football that I like. If you suck at any other position, I'm like, yeah, he's just not good. But for some reason with offensive linemen, I'm like, oh, but it's really hard.
I think it's probably because it's like it's a position that involves like being really fat, but also having a high amount of skill. And it's like one of the more least athletic positions, quote unquote, on the football field.
I disagree with everything you just said. I don't think
I'm trying to help you out here.
They're big. That's not why though. They're big guys.
Sorry, guys.
I don't think that they're fat. They're very strong. Like, yes, they also have some extra body meat on them, but in general, they're very strong. It's not like they're just like sitting around doing nothing all day. Like, they work out a bunch and eat a bunch of food.
Have you seen Mark Henry? You can be strong and fat at the same time. Rikishi.
Okay, but I would not describe offensive linemen as fat. I would just describe them as big. Okay. But I think the reason maybe psychologically why I feel bad talking about them is because I feel like they don't get enough credit to begin with. And then...
That's old, though.
Is that old?
After 2015, everyone, thanks to the Cowboys, shout out to Cowboys.
Cowboys offensive line.
Everyone talks about offensive linemen now. I'm good friends with Zach Martin. He's a fit. I mean, okay, I play football at Notre Dame. It's my guy.
Second time you name dropped today. Name dropped before we started recording also.
I'm a name dropper.
You are.
Come into my life if you want your name dropped. Because I will mention it. But I'm saying, okay, compared to everyone else in the locker room, obviously in the locker room at Notre Dame, defensive linemen and offensive linemen, we're the fat boys. Like, we're the fat boys. They call it, when we're running, it's power. It's like a nice way of saying fat, skill, and big skill. It's like we don't get anything. We get
Eric
power.
Flowers did not have big skill last night.
No, he was bad. He's really
he was
bad.
wearing it. Eli Manning got sacked 5 times. I think it's the end of Eli Manning. Everyone's, I think, officially declared it's the end of Eli Manning, right? Is today? I feel like today is the end of Eli Manning day.
I like that. I'd like to mark today down as the end of Eli Manning.
Let's see.
The end of Eli Manning. Let's say the 19th.
And see if that works.
19th.
Or if it gets put into the cold take category.
Do you say RIP Eli Manning, or is that bad taste?
That's a little aggressive.
Okay.
He was not good last night. He did get sacked 5 times, so that didn't help. Odell Beckham Jr. came back, wasn't very good either.
No, they're really bad at catching. I don't know if it's because we're NFL's practicing less, but it seems like people are really bad at catching a football. I don't understand what's going on.
The offenses in general has been a ton of bad quarterback play through the first 2 weeks, and I don't know if there's any statistical analysis to back up what you're saying. So I'm just going to agree with you.
It's out there. It's got to be out there.
People are dropping passes.
Last year,
no one dropped any passes. This year, mad drop passes. Scientific research behind that.
Just roll the footage.
Yes, we did a lot of research on that, and I feel comfortable saying it. Also, Mr. No Eyebrow having Ben McAdoo came with the flames.
Woo.
Came with the flames.
Post game.
Credit to Detroit Lions. Good job. No one even gives.
It's so sad.
One crap that the Detroit Lions actually played a decent game and are 2-0.
No one.
They're so dismissed that everyone's just talking about how bad the Giants are. Like, yeah. They won 24-10. They definitely kicked their ass, but who cares? It's the Lions.
It's the same thing that's happening to the Ravens right now. Everyone's going to talk about how every team that they play that they beat are bad, and then they're going to end up in the playoffs.
No one cares about the Ravens.
Gosh, yes we do.
You care about the Ravens.
Everyone cares about the Ravens.
Do they? No,
Everyone does. That's all I hear about.
We can agree, though. No one cares about the Lions.
Yeah, no one cares about the Lions.
Because they really played a great game last night. Giants kicker, ankles. R.I.P. to the Giants.
Oh, yes.
Ankles.
Kickers are getting put on display. Either they're kicking more field goals or they're getting broke off. I love punt returns though. They're like driving home and having like all the green lights. It's like they don't happen very frequently.
It's very exciting. Brandon Marshall has also not been very good.
Oh God, I feel so bad for him.
I do. I was really rooting for him.
He should be calling games. He should just go ahead and call the games. I don't want him to clap back at me on Twitter though, because he does that.
So okay, maybe just today is just the end of the New York Giants day.
In the New York Giants day, I can get behind that.
Yes, but you know what is back in a big way, back in style?
Who that?
Thumbs down. That's like the New York thing now.
Oh, thumbs down?
You're on the internet.
Like this.
Yes, there's like 10 people this weekend that were memed doing the thumbs down thing.
Oh, yes.
Like
that guy, the baseball guy with the big...
Like, oh, thumbs down.
No offense to you, sir, but that's what you look like.
I was making my own impressions.
Okay, yeah, we're busy. We're all busy.
Anyway, so that happens, and everyone's flipping out about the Giants because for some reason they had big expectations for them, even though they haven't scored over 20 points in the last 8 games. So I don't know what everyone was expecting. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of the fantasy football effect. Like people want Odell to be amazing.
For sure.
He's not, so everyone's being angry about it. Also, they have no running game whatsoever, so I don't know what's going to happen with them. But
make running backs great again. It's a trend. If you can't run the ball, if there hasn't been a team that has had less than 100 yards rushing and has won a game this season.
Through week 2. It's a huge chunk of, data to analyze.
Yeah, and I'm not completely sure that that's right, but the ones I've looked at.
What is this? What? Brandon's going to throw out random, unverified
I'm saying
statistics?
Large majority. That's not fun.
You have done no research behind
large
the
majority
you're putting out there.
Majority.
This is how this works.
Not
okay?
large
Just
majority.
So you know, whenever you're giving out fake stats, when you're giving out fake news, right? Because that's not how we do it around here. If you're going to give out fake news, you have to say it in a sarcastic tone, as to not implicate me in your nonsense.
Right.
Okay.
That's fair.
Because I'm taking what you're saying as face value.
Okay.
And then as you continue to talk about it, I realize that you have done actually no research to verify what you're saying.
Listen, I work with my gut. This is a gut feeling here, and I guarantee you it's real. I'm a football guy.
You can analyze everything else you want about sports with your gut, all right?
Yes.
But if you're going to throw statistics out there to my face as if they are real.
I'll let you know gut data.
Thank you. That's all you have to say. This is gut data.
Gut data.
Gut data, way more passes dropped this year than last year.
So many more.
Gut data, if you haven't run the ball over 100 yards, you haven't won a game this season through week 2.
Gut data facts. Can you say gut data facts?
Sure. You can call it whatever you want. Gut data facts.
Gut data facts. Bam. Okay, moving on.
That's a new term for the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. Unbelievable. All right, so let's get to the game of the week, since that was a disaster and really no one's giving the Lions any credit, which is fine. So the Patriots beat the Saints. What a shocker. The Patriots are back. They're good again. Ooh, how amazing.
Beating the Saints.
Who could have predicted that would happen?
Oh, well, okay. I predicted Kevin Durant was a fugazi guy. You predicted that the Patriots would be back and Father Time wasn't coming for Tom Brady.
I feel like that was a hot take by me. I was ahead of the curve with that one. That the Patriots were not actually back.
I thought it was a hot take.
They lost game 1 of the season. So they beat the Saints, who are not good.
No, they're not a good football team.
No good running game.
No good running game.
Free AP. Eric Dickerson started that today on Undisputed. I agree.
Ooh, free who?
Free Adrian Peterson.
Oh, yeah, free AP.
I don't know what anyone expected there to begin with, because they had Mark
shouldn't have went there.
They were always going to be a running back by committee team. But anyway, so Tom Brady was absolutely incredible. Mm-hmm. He had over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. His passer rating was 139.6. Pretty good. Good thing he's fallen off the cliff. Good thing no one overreacted to game 1. Patriots a wrap.
Well, okay, listen. I say, okay, here's a hot take. Next loss they have is against the Broncos in November.
Is it at home or is it at Mile High?
Gut feeling. Gut data facts. It's at Mile High Stadium.
Ashley, our producer, will look that up for us.
The altitude.
That's not even necessary. To speculate on that. It's not.
So no, I'm saying, but he only gets beat by like dominant front sevens. Like look at both Giant Super Bowls he lost against. There's other games out there, gut data facts. Mm-hmm. Like Tom Brady, if you put pressure on him with the front 4, you can get to him. Front 7, you can get to him. You can beat the Patriots. I
really enjoyed this game because it's just so funny to me when people overreact to the Patriots losing, as if. I know it's because everybody wants it to be a reality, so they're kind of doing the LeVar Ball speak it into
yes,
existence
exactly.
thing. Like if I believe the Patriots are done, then they will actually be done because they lost this game. So therefore, they're going to lose out for the rest of the season or something. And it just never happens. I don't even at this point. I just don't know why you build yourself up for the disappointment.
Well, they don't lose very often. So people who want them to lose, you got to celebrate.
The Patriots win the Super Bowl. There we go.
Woo! Dang, Joy.
I know. I feel
the Super Bowl. That's the last one.
I feel exposed. I feel all exposed and stuff for saying that. Gosh. Did we find out? It's at Denver?
Yes! Good data facts.
Good. Your gauge for that is spot on today.
Yes!
Unbelievable.
I'm a football guy.
All right, you want to do loser power rankings? Loser power rankings. These are the losers of the week.
These are the losers of the week.
So if you don't understand how the power rankings work, it is my 3 favorite losers of the week.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Special losers, my favorite losers of the week.
Yes.
So we'll start with number 3, who is the Bengals. The Bengals lost to the Texans 13-9. The Bengals have decided they're not going to score touchdowns this year. That's not their thing. They're not interested. They're not interested in winning like that, guys.
I don't think that's the narrative, but yes, okay.
No, it is literally the thing. They've scored 0 touchdowns.
Yes, but they've tried. I've seen AJ Green, Andy Dalton.
That's really the important thing about professional football is that you try.
Oh my gosh, Joy, yes.
I mean, that's what I watch for, to see them try. But like I told you last week, Andy Dalton, you can't win with Andy Dalton.
No, yes you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. He has some great throws. And since we're name dropping, my boys Tyler Eifert caught a couple of them. Since we're name dropping.
You're filthy. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
You have to get it how you live.
Mm-hmm. I feel you. Listen, you're not winning with Andy Dalton. You can have a fun little regular season, and you're gonna get to the playoffs, and you're gonna lose, because that's what the Bengals do. They lose in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're big. Look, I don't understand why anyone gets on the Bengals bandwagon. Like I said last week, Andy Dalton wears the dumb rubber wedding ring thing.
It's not dumb.
Can't win like that.
It's not dumb.
Can't win.
So his wife or his mistress, somebody.
You generally wear wedding rings for your wife.
Traditionally, if we're going to go there.
I think as kind of a rule,
2017.
That's what it's for. You're not going to win with it. You just can't. You can't win like that. And he's proven me right. Pretty hardcore. And now there's a mutiny, according to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk, that some members of the team are interested in Colin Kaepernick because they're not interested in the losing and the stupid wedding ring either.
Everyone on every team is interested in Colin Kaepernick if they've lost both their first games and haven't scored a touchdown.
Are they?
I mean, but why wouldn't they be? That is an X factor. He's a Jay Cutler of the Miami Dolphins. He's an X factor.
We'll get to Jay Cutler in just a second. No, that's not the case because Colin Kaepernick is not signed. And nobody has come out of their face and said, hey, we no longer want Andy Dalton to be the quarterback of our team. This is all just rumors, okay?
Right.
Like Mike Florio knows who said it, but he's not going to share. So until he decides to out his source, we're not going to know who actually said it.
Can I guess who it is?
Point is, Bengals are not interested in scoring touchdowns this year, which I think is a fun new approach to professional football. It's really cool.
I'm not going to. They're out there trying to win, Joy.
We'll see how it works. I don't think it's going to end well, but anyway, the Bengals are going to play the Packers next week, which I think we can count as just an L. It's an L.
But
look, hot take: they're starting the season 0-3. Which leads us perfectly into our second loser of the week, which is the Packers. Not excited about this one, but they were big losers.
Yes.
They lost to the Falcons 34-23. Aaron Rodgers uncharacteristically had 2 turnovers. But he also became the fastest quarterback to reach 300 career touchdowns. So
which is awesome.
Good for him. Good for you, Aaron.
By the way, if you're going to be a quarterback, you're going to throw an interception or 2. You're going to turn the ball over.
I'm not mad at that.
You're going to turn the ball over.
It happens.
Yes, of course.
He's not traditionally someone that turns the ball over, which is why I said that, though.
If
we're going to be very technical football.
Okay, yeah, if we're going to get football.
But I'm happy for the Falcons. Everyone's kind of rooting for that hangover, that Super Bowl hangover. Biggest disaster in Super Bowl history.
It was fun to watch, though. I watched the second half. I was busy drinking in the first half.
You know what? I had an amazing tweet, if I can just say so myself.
Girl, say the tweet.
The Super Bowl.
Let them know the tweet. If they didn't see it.
I tweeted right before the actual comeback started. This comeback is going to be amazing.
No, you didn't.
But I was totally being sarcastic.
Did you let them know you were being sarcastic?
Yeah, of course, because it's a ridiculous thing to say. And then they ended up coming back and winning in the most exciting fashion in Super Bowl history.
So you end up being
That's what I get for being a smartass.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
But anyway, Falcons won. This is nice for them. They won their fancy new stadium. I'm into it.
Nope. It's bad for the NFL when boring teams win.
I don't think they're boring. I disagree with that.
They're. I don't think they're boring. I love watching teams go out there and try because I like watching football being played.
Participation awards for everybody.
No, but I'm saying,
I bet you Andy Dalton is into participation awards. Heavy.
No, yes, him definitely yes, and AJ McCarron, his backup. They both just so happy to be there. Get your issue gear and walk on out the building. But as we saw last year, we all wanted the Cowboys to win because a Cowboys Patriots Super Bowl would have been a lot more fun for all of the casual sports fans that tune in only for the Super Bowl than to watch the Atlanta Who's.
You know, I don't disagree with what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
What you're saying is factual.
Thank you.
But you know, maybe that'll happen this year.
I can't. I'm out on the Falcons. I love watching them play, but please don't win any playoff games.
Anyway,
Get data fact.
The Packers are playing the Bengals, so they have a nice little slump buster for next week. They'll work out well for them. That's what it is. Let's be serious. The Bengals don't score touchdowns. That's not the thing.
What is the slump buster?
You're wearing a baseball shirt. How do you not know what a slump buster is?
This is ironic, Joy. It's my high school. I went to the games. They taught me how to play baseball. I couldn't play. I can't swing. I love my school, though. Shouts out PRP's baseball team.
Baseball shirt?
Yes, they exist.
Okay. Sure, I guess. Anyway, my number one loser of the week, speaking of the Cowboys, is the Cowboys. They lost 42-17. They got their asses kicked by the Broncos. In all fairness, it wasn't Mile High, which is a tough place to play. But Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott had the worst games of their careers. Ezekiel Elliott decided he's not going to run anymore. He's not interested in running.
He tried. He tried, Joy. 9 carries.
No, actually, he didn't try. He did the opposite of try. That's why everyone's on his case, because he decided on both of Dak's interceptions he wasn't going to run anybody down.
Oh, no, he didn't try for that.
No?
No. He tried to run the ball, though.
Okay, so you're very interested in people who try.
Yes.
So are you out on Ezekiel Elliott not trying on those plays?
When that happened, that was bad, because he's not a football guy. He's just the guy who plays the position, clearly. Because a real football guy would have went, stripped it, and then Dak would have picked it up and did a Deshaun Watson all the way for a touchdown, and the Cowboys would have won. But that didn't happen.
Elliott just stood there with his hands on his hips,
yes.
Like he couldn't be bothered with any type of running situation. And of course, Jason Garrett called him out afterwards, which I don't know. I guess I'm fine with that. I don't really know. I don't know how I feel about Jason Garrett because I don't know if he's like a pod person or not. I'm pretty sure he's a pod person.
Now explain when you say pod, like podcast, like listen and subscribe to Maybe I'm Crazy.
No, I just imagine like he is just like an empty shell person, and Jerry Jones like steps into his body.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that theory.
Think that's a thing?
Yeah, like I got no. Oh, like the Men in Black.
Exactly like
Men in Black, little alien running. Kevin Gar.
Yeah, and I imagine that
Jason Garrett. Well, I don't know names.
Yeah, I don't know. You really want to say Kevin Garnett today. And Jerry Jones has the little clicky thing. So, like, obviously, someone has seen put the Jason Garrett body thing on.
Comes
so
out.
He does the clicky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also, he just, you don't know, how do you feel about coaches coming out and saying these wild things? Because obviously you got McAdoo, who clapped at
McAdoo flipped out on Eli Manning.
Yes.
I think it's safe to say he flipped out.
Yes.
Because that's not a thing you do. You do not call out your franchise quarterback. Sorry, can't do it. I don't know how I feel about Jason Garrett calling out Ezekiel Elliott. The whole team was bad. So do I feel bad for Ezekiel Elliott? No. I think you have to at least give it a nice little jog. Give it a light jog. Stay warm. Give it a light jog.
At least to the sideline. He was just sitting there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, give the appearance that you care that you are getting your ass kicked. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know if I like it just because it gives the appearance that you don't have any control over your team to me. Like I couldn't see Bill Belichick doing this.
Yes.
Like in life, I think you do as the Patriots do. You cheat well, and you have a good system.
And you try.
And you don't wear the stupid wedding rings if you're a franchise quarterback. Those are the rules. So the Cowboys are not abiding by those rules. And if you think that I'm wrong, go check how many Super Bowls the Patriots have won in your lifetime.
It's not that black and white. It's not that cut and dry.
I think it is. I think it is, actually.
I will say this. All the people who beat your favorite losers had rushers over 100 yards.
Oh, make running backs great again?
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Important.
Pushing the narrative.
The Cowboys they also have a slump buster because they are going to play Arizona on Monday. You'll learn something today.
Trash bag.
It'll be fun for you.
Dumpster.
It'll be fun for you.
Good for them guys.
Quick honorable mention. My Dolphins won. Yay!
Yay!
Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami
Is
Dolphins
this a real?
number one.
Is this real?
I'm doing the remix right now because once upon a time, the Miami Dolphins tried to change up their song, which was a disaster. Just stick with the original song. They did a T-Pain version, which was not my favorite. But I do like T-Pain.
Yes,
but
yes.
I do like
Let's be clear.
T-Pain. I just
Let's
want to make that
be clear.
clear. I like T-Pain,
Yeah.
but I didn't like. It wasn't my favorite. And then there was a Jimmy Buffett version.
Fins to the left.
To the left. Fins to the right.
Yes, I know that one.
Yeah.
I find out who Jimmy.
The only game in town. That's how it goes. Something like that.
That's what it says, really?
It's not my favorite. Yeah, just stick with the traditional thing. Just stick with it.
I learned who Jimmy Buffett was when I was in college. I didn't know idea who he was before that. Got cultured in college. That and savings accounts.
I think I'm okay with that. I don't know why. That and savings accounts, huh?
Yes.
I don't actually believe in savings accounts. What's the point of it? Like
You can't take it with you.
But you can't take it with you. True.
Yes, ma'am.
Probably dying soon. What is the point of it? I think savings accounts for people who actually make money. Because I look at my bank account, I'm like, okay, there's some money and there's my other money.
Yes.
But at any point, I could just transfer that money into that money. So it's just like two things of money.
Oh, no doubt.
At any point I need money, I'm like, all right, out the savings account it goes.
No, it's just
here's my savings.
So I for a long time after I got paid, I would put that number in a calculator on my phone and just subtract every time I bought something.
That's not a bad system,
right? Like this, and then it would just roll over.
But
there's no savings account.
Like I don't know how you grew up, but I wasn't taught like how to balance a checkbook or any of those things. I'm like,
what? Huh? What you mean?
Is this a problem? This is what I do sometimes. So I can't keep track of anything. I'm horrible with all logistics of any sort. So my checks, I have to write checks for my rent.
Yes.
Because whatever, my building is weird and doesn't have the internet yet. So
in the Stone Age.
Right. So I have to write a physical check, but I'm always losing my checkbook. So is it bad if you like skip a couple hundred checks and just write a random one? No?
Yeah, I don't know, but
I
mean, you were talking to the wrong person. I go and buy the 3 checks at the bank every time. I never even buy the checkbook. So you got to have them send it to you, and you have to know the address, like and the zip code.
It's very complicated to order checks. I'm actually not being sarcastic because I'm the worst with this stuff. But anyway, my Dolphins won 19-17.
Yes.
They beat the Chargers. Their poor kicker, Young Wei Koo, is having a bad go.
Young
Wei Koo has blown
Koo.
it for the Chargers 2 weeks in a row. I don't know if getting your kick blocked is actually blowing it, but it's your game to win and you didn't.
It's the battery's fault. It's the snapper, kicker, holder battery.
But he did definitely 100% miss the kick at the end of the Dolphins game.
Didn't make it.
Even though the Dolphins tried really hard, really hard, because Adam Gase called a timeout for the Chargers, even though the time was running off the clock. I don't know, like, what are you doing? Just let them lose the game for themselves. But no, we got to call a timeout. And if it was any other team except for the Chargers, then we would have lost that game. So congratulations.
Shouts out
Gase.
Chargers.
You did not have to wear that because that was coming with the heat if that was going to happen. And honorable mention to the Cleveland Browns, who were 1-15 last year and have started the season 0-2.
But a good 0-2.
Something about those Ohio teams. I don't know what it is. But they actually are favored over the Colts this week, which should tell you something about how absolutely abysmal the Colts are.
Jacoby Brissett.
Sure. Yeah.
That's how you say his
Lots
name.
of shout outs today. All right. Time for internet stories. You want to do your weird thing?
What weird thing? Internet. Please.
There's no way I can explain what's wrong with him. There's not words.
With who? Brissett?
You.
Oh, me?
You.
Oh, we talking about me again?
All right. So the story sweeping the nation is Kevin Durant is using fake and private accounts on both Instagram and Twitter to clap back at the haters. Clap.
With your petty get a clap back. Right. I've never seen a clap back dance with the hands not actually clapping. There you go. Get a clap back.
I feel like that's a celebrate song at every wedding, right? That's how it goes.
What?
The DJ's like sell and it's
all love good. Come on.
And then do the clap.
Dun, 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 dun. Woo!
Yep. Every wedding. Anyway, so Kevin Durant's clapping back.
Yes.
which we already knew.
From fake accounts, though.
Right. So he's being very petty.
Yes.
He's making the shoes. He's got the red velvet shoes.
Bam,
in case
bam.
you knew that he didn't know that you called him Cupcake.
Right.
He's got the Kevin Durant 10s with all the insults, everything mean everyone's ever said to him on the inside of it.
Yes.
And last week I said I was cool with it, but I was done. I was cool with it, but there's the line. We're going to go right there. He responded back to Skip. He's in his YouTube comments. I'm right there. There's a line I don't want to go over. And you warned me. To your credit, you warned me it was not going to be the end.
I know petty.
And, like I'm Queen Petty, but this is no longer petty. This is now passed over. There's a line.
Right.
He's on this side. He was on this side of the line. Now this happened. He's on the other side.
He's been on the other side of the line for a long time.
Sure. So he got caught basically using fake accounts to respond back to trolls on the internet, which
Yes.
I have so many issues with this, but the biggest issue to me is that Kevin Durant has serious sunken place issues with the internet. The internet is a dark and horrible place, full of horrible people with horrible ideas.
But what about Facebook?
Facebook's on the internet.
Okay, cool.
That's where it lives.
Okay, I thought it was an outlier, but yeah. I thought Facebook was a safe place. I don't know who y'all following.
There's zero safe places on the internet.
Okay.
There are no safe spaces on the internet.
Following
so
that.
once you know that, you accept it to be true inside your soul, you can survive. But he has not accepted this. So he allowed the trolls to get to him. He responded back to this guy, Cole Cashwell, who basically said he respects him, but he doesn't know why he would leave Oklahoma City other than to win a championship. And KD responded in the third person, defending himself and blaming the Thunder organization and Billy Donovan and basically saying the roster sucked outside of Russ.
In third person.
In third person.
The entire time.
So there were several theories out there that he was hacked. And then, of course, what we all know to be true is that he just made a fake account and forgot to switch back to it. And then, people on the internet, they really got into it and found his fake Instagram account. It's just it's just this awful wormhole. And then he changed the name of the account, and then he eventually deleted it. And he's finally clarified for the world what has gone on. So this is Kevin Durant at TechCrunch Disrupt SF on a panel being asked about all this nonsense.
I don't regret clapping back at anybody or talking to my fans on Twitter. I do regret using my former coach's name and that former organization that I played for. That was childish, that was idiotic, all those type of words. I regret doing that, and I apologize to him for doing that. But I don't think I'll ever stop engaging with my fans. I think they really enjoy it, and I think it's a good way to connect us all. But I'll scale back a little bit right now and just focus on playing basketball.
Okay, so he has admitted that he's let all of this get away from him. There's also a response, of course, on the internet from Kevin Durant to someone on the internet who asked him on YouTube, who cares what people think? Just do you. Someone of your stature shouldn't worry about stuff like that. That's what the YouTube commenter said.
A lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
That's the take.
Kevin Durant is the big winner. You are the NBA Finals MVP.
Check.
You are the champion.
Check.
You pulled up that three in LeBron's face.
Double check.
Dribble into the three. Buckets. You're the king, man. Sorry, LeBron, you're not the king right now. This should be the best summer of Kevin Durant's life. You should be getting laid and getting paid. All right? That's it.
Both those things.
We have no time for YouTube comments. None. Zero. This is how many times I have. None.
He got all the time for YouTube comments.
He has so much time for it. I honestly don't even understand. I'm so tired. I'm just going to go home. I'm going to take a nap. And I have done zero physical activity today. He is a professional basketball player. He's definitely training, definitely up in the gym, right?
Yes.
How do you even have the energy? Just do something else. Just learn another language.
What if he has a guy? What if he has a guy who checks his YouTube comments?
I have an app. I'm trying to learn Spanish. Look, it's right there. Duolingo. All right? It's free, Katie. You don't have to spend any of your dollars.
Gracias.
Just learn another language. There are other things you can do besides be in your YouTube comments. Anyway, so he responds to this guy, someone of your stature shouldn't worry about stuff like that, he says. Of my stature, I play basketball. We know that.
Tall.
I got acne. Okay.
I knew that too.
I grew up with nothing. Knew that too. I'm still figuring myself out in my late 20s.
Less fun to make fun of.
You were 28. You're a grown-ass man. I slide in DMs.
That's just TMI.
All right. I make fun of my friends. I drink beers and play Xbox. I'm closer to you than you think. All right. So here's the thing, Kevin.
Let's do it.
I just feel like he just doesn't get it. And I want to be clear. I love Kevin Durant, and I rooted for him, and I rooted for the Warriors, and I'm down with the Warriors. I am not here for the Cleveland Cavaliers ever, not yesterday, today, or forevermore. But infinity.
I just want to say that's because of the Pittsburgh Cleveland hate, though.
Yes, I'm aware why I don't like.
I'm just letting everybody else know.
Okay, no. I haven't adopted this because of Miami. I was born in Pittsburgh. It's not available for you to like anything in Cleveland. It's just how we're raised. I don't know why, but it's the thing. Because the Browns used to be good. They're not good anymore, but they used to be good, and there's a rivalry there.
The future.
Not available anymore. The point is, Kevin is trying. It feels like, and I'm not gonna get into his brain and stuff, but like when you talk like that, and when you talk like how he did at TechCrunch, just trying to find explanations for why all this is happening, it's really simple. Just don't do it. Just don't. Try cold turkey. Just no more.
Sometimes that's too hard. That's too hard for the addicts. Cold turkey? Maybe just Twitter.
No.
Just Twitter?
No, just stop responding to people. Stop. You're never going to please everybody. I don't want to get all philosophical and stuff, but this is a lesson, all right? Because we all fall victim to it. I do sometimes, too. I fall in a wormhole with people. Generally, it's when some domestic violence hits the internet waves and people have a bunch of hot takes about that.
Yep.
Or like some other version, like a woman gets a job. That usually gets people really excited about something. Or like a woman asks for equal pay for the same job.
Yeah, things that just bother the American people.
Things that people just have issues with. You know,
like
but generally it's usually surrounded around equality. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, sometimes you just have to let it go. Sometimes it's just you just have to accept that you are not going to fix the internet. It's not a place that's fixable. It's just not. This is where people go to be the worst version of themselves. You have to understand that. So even if you fall into a wormhole, which we all do from time to time, you have to just take a step back sometime. You can't have that kind of toxic energy in your life, Kevin. I'm here for you, all right? I'm going to talk you out of this. You got to let it go.
Maybe the hate fuels him, and he doesn't want to lose that like Eminem did.
No.
That's it.
No.
That's a good theory.
Eminem? We're going to get to Eminem. I don't know. We don't have time for Eminem today. All right, we'll get to that another time. The point, I get it. Some people need that.
Yes.
Some people need that. MJ was kind of like that. Like, you need people to doubt you. But it's one thing to have someone doubt you. Like, you got regular people for that. You got regular people in your life who think you can't do something.
Internet people are regular people.
No, wrong, incorrect.
That's fair.
No, because this person that wrote that to him, his name is DMAC 90 Degrees. You think his mama named him that? No. I'm going to go with no.
I don't know. We get real creative sometimes.
Maybe, but I think she probably left the numbers off of his name. I'm gonna guess that.
Yeah, maybe it's just D-Mac.
And his avatar is Wu-Tang.
So his name might be D-Mac.
But that's not his face. All right.
Okay. Yes.
We don't know who this person is. You don't know who this person is. It doesn't even have to be a guy. It could actually be a woman. Imagine that. So you don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, it could be a bot. Those are a thing too.
Yeah, those exist.
Although that person wasn't racist enough to be a bot, because the internet bots are very racist.
Yes, they do what they do.
The point is, please just stop. We've had enough with it, and I feel bad for Kevin. That's a rough day to do a panel, but it's just enough. We're done with this. We're done, Kevin.
I think he's done. I think the panel coming right off of this news and the saying I'm just like you, just lay off the gas a little bit, buddy. We get it. You're not happy. We get it.
You know what?
You're not happy.
I just don't understand it. What more do you need? I know he wants to be, it seems like he wants to be accepted, which I get, but I feel like people think he's pretty cool. He's got a very, very lucrative deal with Nike where people buy shoes that he wears. He's a famous athlete. He has
but he's really good at basketball.
Yes. That he gets paid for.
Yes.
He's on television. He's got jerseys. People wear a piece of a clothing with your name on it. People like you, bro.
His website.
Not
everyone has a website.
That's not hard to get, though. You can get those for free.
I don't know. It's pretty hard.
The point is, just relax. You did an amazing job in the finals. Just ride out your amazing, 2 weeks left of summer or whatever it is. Before the season starts again, you have to prove yourself all over again. Stop trying to save the internet. You cannot save it. You cannot do it on your own. You are not the hero the internet needs, okay? I promise you you're not. Since we're discussing things like this happening on the internet,
yes,
this reminded me because I was reading the story about this when it originally happened, and my man Skip was brought up. So last year, Skip was doing a Facebook Live.
First Facebook
I believe
Live.
his first Facebook Live, yes.
From FS1.
Yes.
Period, I think.
And in his comments, there was a comment from Skip talking about how great Skip is doing on his show and on the Facebook Live.
Yep. 3 exclamation points at the end of it.
Sure, because got to emphasize it.
I remember it.
Yes, I remember it too. So obviously this blew up on the internet because people read through comments because, like Kevin, they have time for that.
Exactly.
And it became a whole thing that, oh my God, Skip is totally reading all of his comments and he's writing nice things about himself on his own page. Now, for the regular person who doesn't run a professional page, I can understand how you would be confused about this.
Right.
So my beef is not necessarily with them. This is very inside baseball, but I'm just going to spend a few minutes on because it bothers me. So,
Let them know.
if you work in the business at any capacity or you have a professional page of any sort, then you know exactly what happened there. It's not confusing. Other people have access to Skip's account. Multiple people have access to the FS1 account.
Yep.
Multiple people have access to my Facebook account. Because, I don't know, when I do a Facebook Live, for example, I can't set up the Facebook Live and then also do the interview and then also share the Facebook Live on the other platforms and then also download the analytics. I'm super amazing at everything that I do, but I can't do all of that.
Right.
I've got to have some help.
It's hard. It's hard to do.
I mean, I know I get a lot of credit for being so awesome, but
And you deserve all of it, Joy.
I just can't do that. I can't do all of it.
I know.
So anyway, multiple people have access to these accounts.
Right.
Okay. So if you're in the business, you obviously know that. So you know what happens. Someone set up the account for Skip, set up his Facebook Live, forgot to sign out of Skip's account into their own personal account so that they could then make a nice comment on Skip's page.
Dum.
It's not that complicated.
Right.
And I know that everybody who's in the business knows that that's what happens. And it's just lazy to me. Like, we all pick on each other for all kinds of stuff that we do and say and our hot takes and all that, and that's fine. But give me a break. Like,
Yes.
you know that's what happens. What is the deal, dude?
Yeah,
it's so lazy. You know that's exactly what happens. It's like, oh, Skip's in his mentions commenting about how great his show is. No. I can assure you, I can promise you this, okay? Of all the things that I know in life, in this life,
Yes.
Skip is not up in his mentions. That I can promise you.
Say it one more again.
He is not up in his mentions.
Y'all hear that?
Unlike Kevin Durant, he does not have time for this, all right? At all.
Skip's busier than Kevin Durant is.
He's
Facts.
100%.
Facts.
100% busier than Kevin
Facts.
Durant. He
Yes.
just doesn't do it. It's not about like we're all in our mentions, but
Yeah.
that's just not what Skip does.
Yeah.
He's not a millennial. Skip is working out and eating healthy, and then he's right back to watching sports and making his notes all day long.
And working out again.
Yes, exactly. Hanging out with Ernstine.
Yeah.
And hanging out with Hazel. That's what he does.
Burr, burr.
So I can promise you he's not up in his mentions. I would really like for that fake news story to die. It's very annoying to me.
Dead it. You heard it here on Maybe I'm Crazy.
Am I
But we
wrong
not.
though? Because you can back me up.
No, I am the, everyone's wondering like, how did you get to sit with Joy? Like, I'm the social media guy around the office. Like, it's just like, that's kind of like my thing. And, you know, when it happened, like,
Isn't that actually like pause? Isn't that like actually part of your job?
No, like that is my job. I'm like social media producer. But yeah, when that happened, we all freaked out and everyone took themselves off of Skip's admin. I had access to Skip's page. I no longer did after that happened.
No.
And it was not me. I was playing Madden. I just bought an Xbox at that point in time. I remember getting the phone call. Was it you? I was like, what are you talking about?
I just feel like it needs to be cleared up. And it's unfortunate because people who don't know about using professional pages, like if you're like, no one else has access to my personal page. Like, yeah, no, they don't. Of course not.
Yeah.
But that's not how professional pages work. So if you're in the business and you keep doing that, can you please stop because it's annoying me? Thank you.
Wow.
But in the spirit of people being in comments,
Yes.
this is a great idea by you.
Yes.
So we're going to start doing this now. I am not going to get into a sunken place. So
No.
it's going to be very surface, like
I
as
will.
in the last like 5 minutes what someone has said to me. But you, for some reason, decided to get into the YouTube comments.
I'm new to this, Joy. I'm all in it.
All right. So here's how this happened. This is how this came to be. Brandon says to me, "Yeah, I got in the YouTube comments." I was like, you're not allowed to do that anymore.
Right. Seems like a bad idea.
You can't do that. It's gonna break your spirit like you're too young and new and fresh
vibrant,
and untainted.
handsome, obese.
Yes, all those things. You cannot be in the YouTube comments. It'll break you way sooner than Twitter or any kind of other kind of social media.
I had a small chip in this last release. Small chip. I'm good though. I'll bounce back. I came here today. I'm brave.
You are brave. But you picked a favorite comment.
Yes, this one has to get read.
Which prompted me to pick a favorite comment. So we're going to do this every week. We're going to pick our favorite comments.
Yes.
So why don't I start? Because yours is better. I already know yours. Hold on, I have to pull it up.
Guys, this is fun, and shouts out to everybody who sent me comments and what things to look up. I did not, but y'all real and y'all loyal.
I didn't want to use this guy's comment because he also tweeted me some very horrible things, and he's going to get blocked.
Yes, but before he gets blocked,
yeah. Take Reaper tweeted to me, "Hey Joy, your brother Jason is terrible, and you're chubby. Which one are you going to fix first?"
The back end, Joy. Which one are you going to fix first?
It's so good. It's so good. His other nonsense is disgusting, but that one I actually enjoyed. I don't know. How do I fix either of those? I don't really know.
What is that? Shouts out to Take Monster,
Reaper.
Whatever his name.
Take Reaper's getting blocked as soon as this is over.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Take Reaper. You came a joy. Puppet strings with the I as the letter one. Letter one? Number one?
Sure.
Dyslexia, shouts out. So Puppet Strings said, YouTube comment, I can totally tell she's a freak. This face.
No one can
emoji
see you,
face. Oh, yeah.
It's
the
a
emoji face with the teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. I can totally tell she's a freak. Ellipses. And that dude dresses in drag on the weekends. I'll bet anything on both of those. Which, to be fair,
it's my favorite. Only half of that comment is true, and it's obviously that you do drag on the weekends.
I like my facial hair too much to do that, but I've gone to a show and I was like, I could get mad money off this. First
of all, you would kill to drag, and I would totally come and support you.
Yes.
I'm very into drag shows. Wonderful art form. First of all, I don't even consider anything in there to be an insult. One, of course I'm a freak. What is the other way to live? I don't know. That sounds boring.
Wow.
And two, drag is super fun and funny.
Have they seen a show? Were they trying to compliment us?
I think that's a compliment.
Shouts out Puppet Strings.
I'm pretty sure that Homeboy was not complimenting me, but that one I consider to be a compliment. Oh. Anyway, so keep getting creative with your insults.
I see you, Kevin Durant. That felt good.
We'll give you a little shout out. Time for the Petty Report.
And I won't back down.
Beast Mode is back. I love this so much.
It's amazing.
I love Marshawn Lynch. He's one of my favorite football players of all time.
Yeah.
He's just an amazing character. He doesn't give a bleep, and it's so special. He has, in a completely different way, that Gronk-like personality, where it's just like, because it's him, he can do this, and nobody questions it. And it's so good. So he was dancing in the Raiders' blowout win over the Jets. Oh, poor Jets. Oh, just what a life.
Terrible.
Anyway,
what a life.
He's back in Oakland. We all know he grew up in Oakland. He scored a touchdown. They blew them out. And he's dancing to I'm Really From Oakland on the sideline.
DJ Mustard.
He's doing the hyphy. And he's living his best life.
Oh my gosh. This is, when you heard he was coming back, this is what you wanted.
Yes.
We didn't know it was going to come week 2. How lucky are we? It's
so
Christmas.
lucky.
Those dreads
It's Thanksgiving.
swinging.
That's the new thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm starting that.
Yes.
I'm trending that.
Yes.
I'm going to move
It's
everyone
such a gift.
over
It's
to
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Forget Christmas. Boo. Christmas is too expensive.
No, we don't like Christmas here, or maybe I'm crazy. We mess with Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we get down on Thanksgiving. Christmas is all right. Christmas has good music. Maybe they can start making Thanksgiving songs.
Can we start one? Let's do one.
Let's do it. Let's do a Thanksgiving carol.
Gravy,
And mashed potatoes.
I love your turkey legs.
We'll work on that.
Okay, I'll try.
Anyway, so the Jets got mad.
Yes.
Several Jets players were complaining about the dancing.
As they do.
So here's the thing. Obviously, Marshawn's being petty, but Marshawn can do what he wants because you're not going to tell Beast Mode anything.
Nope.
If you're a Jets player complaining about Marshawn Lynch dancing on the sideline, can you please go that way?
Just please.
I'm so bored with you.
Like, don't answer the question.
First of all, no one cares. No one cares that you're upset. You're getting your ass kicked. okay?
It's fair. Yeah.
You gave up like 700 yards. No one cares. They put up 45 on you. No one cares.
Very good Raiders team and a very bad Jets team.
If it came down to the last second and this is a like on the line game or something like that, maybe. But you got your ass kicked. Just take your ass kicking like a man and go home.
Don't watch the dancing.
Take your ball and go home.
Take your balls
Close
and
your
go
eyes.
home.
look the other way. You're in Oakland. This is what it's about. I don't want to hear you complaining. These poor Oakland fans are going to lose their team in 2 years to Las Vegas.
Exactly.
They've got Marshawn Lynch.
Yes.
He's back. He scored a touchdown, and they're kicking your ass. Why don't you just eat it for 5 seconds, all right? Everything's not about you, Jets.
Yeah, the Mets are coming soon, guys. You'll be fans. All Jets fans are Mets fans, right? Like they can agree on that.
Is that how that works?
That's how it works, right?
You're a New Yorker.
Boston, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But you live in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if
New York.
Listen,
yeah.
Kevin James is my hero. He told me that all Jets fans are Mets fans. What? King of Queens, Kevin James? You don't? That's my hero.
Did you just name drop Kevin James?
No, I don't know. I don't know him. Oh gosh, I hope I get to meet him one day. He's like what other people think about Oprah is how I think about Kevin James.
Oh my God. All right. I won't judge your heroes. That's fine. I don't know how on earth you compare Oprah to Kevin James. I feel like you should adjust your aspirations, perhaps. No diss to Kevin James. Like, I love Kevin James. But Oprah, I think we can all agree, is an American treasure.
As is Kevin James.
Does anyone call Kevin James Uncle Kevin? Because everyone calls Oprah Auntie O, because Oprah is everybody's auntie.
Auntie O, I like that. Stedman say that too?
That's gross. All right, let's do in or out.
In or out, in or out. Boom. So, USC got a bigger crowd than the Raiders and the Chargers.
Nope, not the Raiders. That's fake news.
In or out, in or out. Boom. So, guys, USC got a bigger crowd than the Rams and the Chargers audience combined. That is, like, I mean, obviously USC was the first football team. Not first, but like they were here for the last 20 years. So, like, obviously more people were there. Texas game, big. You in or out on this, Joy?
I can't. You have honestly given out so much bad information today.
Which one I do this time?
I cannot be indicted in your bad information.
Which one? Was it a good feeling?
So, I mean, what do you mean USC is the first team here?
They were the first. They were here before the Raiders. I mean, the Chargers and the Chargers and the Rams said, "We coming back? Are we coming?"
I can't be responsible for this.
Rams said coming back.
More
Chargers said,
I am
first team
I am
ever.
out on the Rams and Chargers attendance. It's obviously a joke. The Chargers game actually was overwhelmingly Dolphins fans.
Really?
It was like 60-40 Dolphins fans. Yeah. Like, I was in Santa Monica this weekend, walking around. There were Dolphins fans everywhere. I don't know. I mean, I can't explain it, but yeah, there were more Dolphins fans than Chargers fans.
That's how it was with Texas.
I don't understand why there's two teams in LA. I don't get it. So I don't have an answer for you there. I don't think anybody does, really.
The mayor said he would have been fine with just the Rams.
Yeah,
he said that like a week ago.
Literally everyone. Nobody cares about the Chargers. Literally everyone would have been fine with just the Rams.
I can't.
The only reason the Chargers are here is because of the owner.
I can't say that. I can't get behind that. That's bad information that you put out.
What do you mean?
No one cares about the Chargers. There's a Phillip Rivers and all his kids. They all care. It's like a whole village. Everyone cares.
Okay, you know what? I stand corrected. You're right.
Yes.
Phillip Rivers and his 17 children
Yes.
definitely care about the Chargers.
Thank you.
But Phillip Rivers still lives in San Diego.
That's how much he cares about the Chargers.
But they're not there anymore.
That's
so, no. People would have been totally fine with the Rams, of course. It
Yes.
doesn't surprise me that there's a bigger crowd for USC. And that's not... If you have ever been to Los Angeles, there's a million things to do. There's those bars I told you about earlier.
Yes, I heard about those today.
They have those that have alcohol and food at them.
Yes.
And multiple televisions, so you don't have to watch one game. You can watch a bunch of different games at the same time. It's actually a cool experience. You should check them out. They're everywhere in Los Angeles.
It's different.
It's sunny out.
Yes.
People have other things to do than go to a Chargers game and pay $100 to park. You know
Yes.
they're charging $100 to park?
Who? Phil Rivers?
No. Philip Rivers probably pays $500 to park because he has that giant truck
Yes,
thing
yes,
that he
that
drives
big
up from
SUV truck,
San
yes.
Diego every time. No, they're charging people $100 to park there. It's absurd. The whole thing is just nonsense. It doesn't surprise me. So I believe I said I'm in on that. Yeah, I'm in on that.
Moving on, tailgating's back, which is extremely fun. If you have an Instagram and follow Instagram accounts, you see that the Jags fans had a belly flop contest in mayonnaise.
So I don't think I have to say I'm out on this, but I'm obviously out on this. Mayonnaise is one of those weird foods. Like, I like mayonnaise. Mayonnaise doesn't bother me.
Okay.
But mayonnaise is one of those foods. Mayonnaise is like pickles or olives.
How do they connect?
They're just one of those foods that if you don't like them, you are just completely
Yes.
and utterly repulsed by them.
Yes.
Right?
Chocolate milk for me.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah,
Why?
can't do it. I think when I was in kindergarten, I had a bad carton and threw up, and just, they ruined it forever. 22 years ago.
I mean, I don't drink chocolate milk because I'm
Yeah.
a grown up, but that seems like a childhood without chocolate milk would be sad.
Oh, my children will not have chocolate milk if they come.
If they have.
I can't read the future. I'm not Miss Cleo. Get back to the mayonnaise.
Anyway, that's sad. I'm sad for you about that. But also milk though. If you don't like milk, you really hate milk.
Yes. Oh yeah. No doubt.
So like I don't have a thing against milk, but I just try to drink like almond milk instead because it's
Right.
it's getting a little creepy for me. There's like a little too
Yeah.
much information about it now. Like know too much.
very
But
true.
anyway, so the Jags fans have nothing else in their life because Blake Bortles is their quarterback.
Stop with that.
Okay, and they took the time to empty giant gallon things of mayonnaise into a blow-up pool, and a man jumped in it.
One-stop shop at Costco. Probably. He probably got a bathing suit there too.
I don't ever want to be that drunk ever.
I don't even know if he was drunk.
I
That sounds like an afternoon.
It's Florida. Do you know what a hot pool of mayonnaise is like?
Ugh. I don't put mayo on picnic sandwiches because I don't want it to get hot.
Honestly, like I cannot. The first time I watched this, I almost threw up.
Well, the grossest part about it is when he said, I think someone said, "Get all the water out of my car, dude." And I was like, wait a minute, y'all not going home and showering after this?
Ew.
Just mayo in the game.
So gross. It's so
bad.
gross. And they're doing it wrong. Bill's Mafia has it down.
Oh, yeah. Just hurt
Right? Like the
yourselves.
Bills don't do too much winning either, but they have a little bit more to be excited about than
Right.
the Jags fans do.
They have a name. What are the Jags fans' names?
I don't know. They're jumping in names though, so they're doing it wrong. It's so gross. Anyway,
Okay, moving on. In or out, Kyrie says he did not care if LeBron was personally offended by his trade request.
I'm in on it.
Explain
I'm in
yourself.
okay. I'm in on Kyrie. Everything that I need is mustache back immediately.
He looks like a fresh Duke recruit. Maybe LeBron was like, dude, I'm here now. Grow that beard. We can't have you out here fresh faced. And then now that he's with Boston, he's like, I'm getting my face back. And he shaved
Boston
it.
is very pro beard.
Maybe he's not pro beard. Kyrie's not pro beard.
Oh, like LeBron made him. Bullied him into growing
exactly.
his facial hair.
That's a narrative I can get behind.
I don't know. I'm in on it though. I like Kyrie being his own man. I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to end up working out in the long run as far as the actual winning goes. But
He just looks petty. I know he's answering the questions that are asked of him.
LeBron, first of all, I don't know that LeBron has responded to this or is going to, but he has no right to do that. So, particularly because it is LeBron. Hey, remember that time LeBron went on national television and held two separate cities and organizations hostage and had the entire world sit down so he could say that he was going to take his talents to South Beach, a place where the Miami Heat don't even actually play. They play in downtown Miami. Do you remember that time that happened?
He was sitting down too. He had a long chair and stuff. They had a nice shot of it.
And admittedly, that worked out in my favor. But remember that time when he held two cities hostage? Actually, I'm sorry, the entire NBA hostage. And then he went on the cover of Sports Illustrated and said, "I'm coming home." And then and then went back to Cleveland, and that's how he let everybody know.
Yes, I have a TV. I have one TV.
Do you remember when that happened?
Yes, it was a great time. It was a great time in sports media.
And then I had to hear that bleeping song.
Oh yeah, who sings that? Is that G-Eazy?
But it's the worst.
I'm coming.
Don't sing it. I hate it. Okay. The point of it is, I don't want to hear about LeBron being petty or talking about how he's leaving an organization, and he's not saying anything, so that's fine. But Kyrie can leave however he wants to.
Kyrie probably learned how to be petty from LeBron.
I'm sure of it.
And Duke.
That's what it is.
And growing up in Australia.
Anyway, so I'm obviously in on that. Kyrie can do whatever. But I do need you to grow your facial hair back.
We need to. Who, me?
No.
I'm trying.
Your hair grows faster than any human person. I'm pretty sure that you take pills for it. I need you to give them to me. You want to hear a very creepy story about Brandon?
Oh God, no, not right now.
I've been waiting for a very long time to drop this story.
This is the episode 2, Joy.
It's an appropriate time. It's fine. People need to know who you are. So Brandon cut his hair once. What was it? It was last year.
As humans do.
He did. He
Maybe
decided
2
to
years
cut his
ago.
hair.
It was a while back.
No, I haven't been at Fox for 2 years. It was probably a year ago.
Year some change.
And he kept his hair in the freezer.
I did not want to throw it away yet. I was emotionally attached to it. Where do you hold things that you don't want to throw away? The freezer. I live in an apartment, Joy. I don't have this. I couldn't have put it in the loft part of the apartment.
I have so many questions. Okay, first of all, why were you emotionally attached to your hair? Are you no longer able to grow hair? You obviously are. You have a full crop of hair on your head right now.
I know, but it's like a fake crown. It's like high up here and low right here. But good thing my head's
let's start from the beginning. Why did you cut your hair?
Because I wanted to get a job.
So you cut it yourself?
Yes.
And you picked up the hair off the ground. Just so you know, this is something that I say about people when I think that they're insane. I'm like,
Yes.
that dude definitely keeps all of his cut hair in a bag somewhere. All right? because that's what psychopaths do.
I never said I was normal, Joy.
Or my other favorite one, because this is a level creepier,
Yeah.
is you save all your nail clippings.
Oh yeah, no.
Because
That's out.
there's literally nothing more disgusting.
I eat those and
than
swallow them. I just bite those and just swallow them. Then I'm not keeping my nail clippings.
More disgusting than seeing a nail clipping that is not yours.
Yeah, that's like the mayonnaise
in your
thing.
mind. Like you go into your house, you know that you haven't cut your nails,
Right.
And you just see a nail clipping like on the sink.
On the sink?
It's just like right there, the little.
Why you bring up the sink? It could have been anywhere.
Because it's in front of your face, and now you have to do something about it. Because what are you gonna do? You're not gonna brush your teeth next to someone else's nail clipping. It's disgusting.
You move.
All right, so back to your hair. You have it in the freezer. Why?
Yes, because I wanted to give a surprise to my fiance. I wanted to keep it, but I didn't know where to keep it, and I figured if I left it there next to the Eggo waffles, shouts out Eggo waffles, I'd be able to touch it. I like touching it.
It's so disturbing.
Black power.
I can't. I don't even know. Every time you've told me this story probably 5 times, and every time I'm still left with questions. Look at Ashley's face. She can't handle it.
What? Like it's
This is Ashley's face.
it's you know what? We all have our vices. We all have our vices. Kevin Durant, he likes to look at his YouTube page. I like to keep my hair when I cut it. It's the thing. What do you do with your hair?
What do I do? First of all, I cut my hair. I don't cut my own hair because that's insane. Second,
fancy. Ooh.
Second,
Someone gets their hair cut.
I do not keep my hair. You know who keeps their cut hair? Parents. The first time you get a haircut, they keep a little nub of it. They put it in a scrapbook somewhere that's in your attic getting dusty right now.
What if I knew that I wanted to?
I even think that is weird.
I wanted to possibly. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Maybe I wanted to donate it.
Okay, but you didn't want to donate it.
And I didn't. That wasn't the narrative. But let's start that one.
You just kept it and you had it in your freezer.
Let's start that one. I wanted to donate my hair.
I don't think you appreciate the weirdness.
I deserve a medal.
It's so weird. Honestly, I've heard it so many times now, and I'm still waiting for the kicker. Like I'm waiting for the reasoning.
I'm gonna cut my hair and I'm gonna bring it, and it's gonna be our new little thing. It's our little pet for the podcast. No. Maybe I'm crazy pet, a little chia pet.
You know what? It's perfect. That's a perfect maybe I'm crazy story because you are definitely an insane person. And I don't know if it's healthy because I consider myself to be a good balance of insane.
Yes, I'd agree.
I think probably people that know me better would disagree with that, but I'm going to run with that narrative.
Tilt the scale.
But that is how I describe people that creep me out.
Type of person.
Like if I have an interaction with someone and I'm left with the type of energy that is uncomfortable.
Yes.
I'm like, that guy definitely cuts his hair, keeps it in a bag. If we went to his house right now and went in his closet, he's got like 10 years worth of cut hair in garbage bags in his closet.
I will say it wasn't in a bag. It was on a paper towel. Shouts out Viva paper towels.
Okay, first of all, you don't have to shout out every product that you use.
Shout outs. Shout outs.
I appreciate you're trying to get companies to sponsor the podcast, but I think
send me a shirt.
Just definitely just saying the name is good enough. You don't have to shout out every product that you use. But what you're saying is, to wrap this up, to just put a little, just a
little hair bow,
just a thing on the end of this. Mm-hmm. You just put exposed hair in a freezer where you keep food and ice. You keep ice in there. Ice top tray, hair bottom right tray. Final question. Yes. How long was the hair in the freezer for? And
72 hours
how
roughly.
are you still engaged?
You know what? She took me for who I am. You know what I mean? Is that cool to say?
Yeah. No, I think that's actually probably the most accurate thing that you said today. That is an actual.
Don't try to change people.
What is it? Gut data fact?
Yeah, gut data fact.
No, don't try to change people. That's true. Unless they put exposed hair in your freezer, and then maybe you have a small talk with them about why that's weird.
We had a couple talks about that. She wasn't happy.
I'm sure she wasn't.
She wasn't happy about it.
I'm sure she wasn't. I bet her. She's a very nice girl. She should not allow that.
Well, I've learned. We grow up, and I'm going to cut my hair and bring it here for us to enjoy.
I don't want your cut hair. I appreciate it, though.
No problem.
All right, that's it. That's it for the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast this week. I think we did a good job.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What did we learn? We learned
that you put hair in your freezer.
That's not sports related.
We learned that Kevin Durant is in a sunken place on the internet.
Yes,
we got to save him. We have to save him.
I'm not saving Kevin Durant. I'm not even throwing him wrath.
Maybe we should make an account where we only tweet nice things to Kevin Durant and encourage him out of this wormhole that he's in.
What if we started Maybe I'm Crazy Twitter and only tweet at Kevin Durant nice things?
I don't feel like we'd have any followers. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We also learned that mayonnaise is disgusting when it's out in the hot Florida sun.
Yes.
And that Brandon has no idea what a slump buster is.
I don't know about slump busters, but make sure you comment that. And but the Giants, RIP now. Close eye on the Giants.
And it
could be over for them.
It's RIP Giants.
Yes.
Today is National. Giants are no longer a thing. All right, that's the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes and SoundCloud. Are we on Spotify? Not yet. We're not on Spotify yet.
We gonna do all of it though.
And all of it, yes. And then you can also watch on YouTube and comment about how great Brandon would be at drag, which I agree, which is a compliment.
Oh, I know, it's a compliment.
We can do drag together. We'll do a drag show together.
Yeah, and I'm not saying yes to that, but I'm also, maybe some nicer comments.
You need some nicer comments?
Maybe, if you want to.
Save yourself by just talking to actual humans that know you and have them say nice things to you. I know it's not very millennial.
I'm not going to invite all those people to my house while I'm looking at the internet.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Stay out of your mentions. All right, we love you guys. Bye.